All right, Steve, let's talk about Ole Miss recruiting because this weekend, right after Tristan Keys announced his commitment to LSU, he showed up in Oxford. What does it mean?
Well, that was a previously planned trip to Ole Miss, and he just stuck with the itinerary. I think people around Oxford view that recruitment far from over. Tristan Keys got to campus early on Saturday, got to spend some one-on-one time with Coach Kiffin and the staff, watched practice, got around the guys on the team. Ole Miss is going to be on the gas for Tristan Keys, just like we know Tennessee is not going to relent. Miami's going to keep pushing. Texas A&M. LSU's the obvious leader. He is committed to the Tigers, committed during his visit, but other conference programs are going to continue trying to push for Tristan Keys. Before we get into more of that visit weekend, Josh, how about the update from colleague Chad Simmons? Over the weekend was at the Overtime OT7 Spring Football Week 2 showcase in Dallas, and Landon Duckworth, four-star quarterback, was out there competing. He tells Chad Simmons that Ole Miss is in pole position. Now, they got some major competition. Programs like Florida State, South Carolina, and Georgia are also in the mix for Landon Duckworth. But Ole Miss is setting the tone in that recruitment, and he is perhaps, he's certainly in the discussion as the best dual threat quarterback in the country. Threw for over 3,000 yards and 34 touchdowns, ran for over 600 yards and 12 more scores. He's a state champion in basketball, just having a fantastic junior year in both sports, and Ole Miss is setting the tone in that recruitment for Landon Duckworth. A few others that they are trying to make a move with. Tylen Wilson, on 300 safety from in-state. He visited this weekend. He said everything was great. The system they run, he believes he would be a good fit in that Rebel secondary. Carson Sneed is a four-star tight end. He is committed to Tennessee, but Ole Miss is on his short list. So is North Carolina and Colorado. He said he could see himself at Ole Miss, that they're very, very high up for him. He talked about how the offense is multiple and it sets everybody up for big plays. He said the place is filled with great people. He can't wait to get back for an official visit. Landon Barnes out of Duncanville, Texas. He is one of the top edge rushers in the country. He's on three's number 109 prospect overall. He liked the team's energy. He said everything was intense. He loved the environment, the way they develop defensive players. Ole Miss is a program that is on the short list for him. So Rodney Colton Jr. is a four-star linebacker from Georgia that spoke highly of Ole Miss. Gavin Mueller's a tight end from the Midwest that enjoyed hanging out with Hayden Bradley while he was on campus. The Rebels are on his short list. So it was a big weekend for Ole Miss. Tristan Keys was obviously the headliner on campus. They're trending for quarterback Landon Duckworth, but Ole Miss coming off another terrific season. I think each year is the best season in Lane Kiffin in Ole Miss history under Lane Kiffin. They're aiming to keep it going, moving forward with some of the guys that they had on campus this weekend.